And I was really innovative in the sense that I think anything's possible. You're just having a conversation. It's like painting walls. So I'm not afraid of paint. You can always paint over it.
Sure.
However, when you go to market, at the time, most people were just starting to have email addresses back in the early, or I'd say it was the mid 90s, late 90s. And I started asking people for email addresses because I thought, holy cow, if I can send them out something, I'm not having to spend all my time on the phone.
Sure.
If I could put them in one bunch, I could start sending it out. Yeah. So I started writing these email newsletters, e-zines, because I saw it happening in another industry, in my coaching industry, because coaching was evolving at that time. And I thought, I really like this new industry because as a therapist, there's some parameters that you have to work within that keeps you very blank slate. You're working in a different milieu than you would necessarily as a coach.
Sure.
In coaching, you get to have a lot more conversation. So I was studying coaching, but also running my clinic and developing copywriting and marketing skills because I was an essential need in my clinic to get people in the door.
Right.
And I saw this connection between the relationships. And it became about communicating more clearly and effectively from the needs of, it's not about me wanting to sell you something you may or may not need, but it's about me making you a better consumer about your life and your health specifically, because health is such an intangible variable.
Yes.
How you experience health based on how you grew up, what your parents taught you, what your personal experience is very different from me. And it's a very, very difficult thing to sell. How do you sell health? At that time when I'm learning all of this stuff, and it sounds like it's a never-ending story, but that's how most entrepreneurs are. You have to become ingenious about how you integrate everything. And I saw this connection between marketing, writing, communication, relationship building, and about an intangible thing with health. How do I talk about this? Well, it's not my experience that I need to engage them, and it's what do you want? What can I do for you to help you enhance your health?
So you're a problem solver.
So I started solving problems. And the better questions that I asked, the better responses I got. So I thought, I love this copywriting thing. I love writing. And I would send these emails out. And a couple of things that happened, I realized I could stay consistent in my message. When you hire in small businesses like that, there's often a high staff turnover after a while, 2 to 3 years.
Sure.
You can't expect people to learn everything that you know out of all your training and all your expertise. So what I found is by having the ability to write something clearly, I could share that information consistently and succinctly with my patient base. So I would get everybody's email addresses. Every new patient that came in the clinic, I had already set up what is called an autoresponder.
Right.
A series of emails that I would drop their name in, and for the next 40 days, they would get emails from my clinic that was talk about the benefits of coming, how to stick with your appointments, things that they should be looking for so we could troubleshoot or address all the objections up front before they got back into the clinic with the doctor. Mm-hmm. I made connections in the community to create, there was a health food store downstairs in the building we were in. I went downstairs and said, hey, if I start sending you clients, would you give my clients, my patients, a discount? Yeah, great. So I put that in the emails. So I showed them how to use our services, and I made our patients better patients because I think it's our job to create better consumers.
Ah, that's a very, very powerful point. You made your patients better patients. Mm-hmm. You improved their quality of life because they're going to buy something from a health food store probably.
Yeah,
you are responsible for getting them a discount.
Yeah.
So that's unbelievable.
So I think that when you look at relationships, then I would have easily sat up in my office and said, hey, if you need some more of these vitamins, or hey, Dr. Burge, had said something about this, you can go downstairs and get it. But why not add value to it? So I think one of the things is I just started looking at the relationship because I know it's bringing business to that business downstairs. I knew that they would send us clients on occasion because they liked us, that we were sending them clients. Mm-hmm. And I started really seeing how business isn't about transactions. It's about the transformation of a relationship.
Oh, that's that. Okay, now you're at a key point. Mm-hmm. You're at the broken model of the old broken model, and repeat that what you just said.
Business isn't about transaction. It's about the transformation of a relationship.
Wow. See, that's your key. That's what you do different and uniquely, right? Oh, that's in my brain now. Yeah, that's beautiful. I like that.
Well, and the thing is it's
Because it's more gentle, it's more loving, it's more caring, it's more,
Listen,
guiding.
Neil Donald Walsh, who wrote the book Conversations with God, has a quote in there that says, business can end up being our spiritual highest achievement, because through business we can actually serve at a higher level. But you've got to get out of your own way.